Time. Help us bring the gift of warmth to our community this holiday season. Several locations around Flagstaff are accepting new and gently used coats, gloves, hats, and other items of warm clothing. The items collected will be distributed to the Family Food Center, Sunshine Rescue Mission, and law enforcement. The goal is to collect 4,000 items, and this is a great opportunity for friends and family to come together and help local families in need. To find more drop-off locations near you, please visit CAF.com, and you can be someone's shining star.
And the high school basketball game of the week.
It's time for Flagstaff Eagles basketball. Here's Dave and Reggie with the pregame show on Great Circle Media TV.
Network for a preview of tonight's game. Let's head to the gym. Here's Dave Zorn and Reggie Eccleston.
And a good Monday evening, everyone. Dave Zorn and Reggie Eccleston with you here for our Highland Park Calvary High School Sports Game of the Week. And tonight, we are back in regular season play as the Flagstaff Eagles hosted Coronado Downs from Scottsdale. And it was eventful last few days around here, especially here at War Memorial Gymnasium here, Reggie. And we had the return of the Pepsi Holiday Basketball Tournament. And, man, what a great tournament, both boys and girls. Full fields, 10 teams each. Saw a lot of great basketball in 3 days. And I took a couple days off of the real job to spend pretty much most of that tournament here watching a bunch of basketball, and it was great. And we had teams as far away from as Pima, Arizona, which is just outside the Sanford Thatcher area down south, and they brought two really good teams up here. Paradise Honors boys team is one of the best in the 4A. They came in here, they won the boys side of the tournament. And then we had your normals. We had Lee Williams, we had Mingus, and both Flagstaff and Coconino. We also had Arizona Lutheran that came up here as well. And then for the girls' side, they brought both their teams. Girls' side, we had Alhambra and Highland, both 6A teams out of the Valley. So, yeah, really good tournament and pretty successful pretty much all the way around. I mean, the girls, Flagstaff girls team won their side of the tournament as they beat Pima, which was a really good 2A girls basketball team and probably one of the favorites to win the 2A title this year. Flagstaff beat them by, I believe it was like 16. So they won the girls' side, and Paradise Honors won the boys' side with a 14-point win over the Coconino Panthers, who had a really good tournament. I mean, I know Coach Mike Moran was wanting to really test his guys and then really wanted to see a lot out of them in this tournament. And he kind of got after his guys after a 30-point loss in Prescott, and they seemed to respond pretty well. And they played a great tournament, winning 3 of their 4 games and coming up with second place in the tournament. And the Coconino girls lost the first 2 games of the tournament. They won the last 2, won the consolation tournament with a win over the Highland Hawks. And then the Flagstaff boys won their first game but lost the last 3, and they got some injuries. And we're going to have to see how that plays into this tonight. They had Nick Sneezy went out in the first game against Northland Prep with a slight knee sprain. He tried playing the rest of the tournament, didn't really go too well, but we'll have to wait and see if he plays tonight. They didn't have big Nick Morrow. Nick Morrow was on a recruiting trip to Cal, his official trip, so he missed the tournament there. Also, Ben Janisic had pink eye. I mean, it was just weird some of the games that were missed. So we'll see who's available tonight for Flagstaff against Coronado. But, it was a tough run for the Flagstaff Eagles, but they've got this game tonight to finish out 2021 season. And then they'll get ready for the 2022, which is pretty much for the most part going to be all region games, and they need to figure it out. I mean, right now they're a pretty streaky team, but I think we saw an emergence of a couple guys, especially the big man down low. Richard Garcia had a phenomenal tournament for the Flagstaff Eagles. He really inserted himself as a very physical, very mean post player.
Well, I know last game we did on air, Mr. Garcia actually really kind of started separating himself. He's a good, strong man down low, rebounder. And without Nick Morrow, he's that big guy down there that can give them some points, some big minutes, put a big body on the, big men down low of the opponents. And so I'm expecting him to continue to get better, game by game, and, be a good complement to them so that if they do happen to lose Morrow for any, length of time during the course of the season, he's very adequate to step in there and do extremely well. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this team bounces back tonight. They didn't have the greatest tournament, but fortunately that doesn't count against them. And
right.
So Now they're in those games that now, these are the games they need to win. They have to win. They've got to really get those combinations down. Coach has to find out, who his go-to guys are going to be. He's got to find out who he's going to have off the bench that's going to be capable. It's a learning process still, but now's the time for him to really put it back together. And then, after the holidays, that's when it really cranks up.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we're going to have maybe a little extended pregame show as the JV boys team game is still going on. About 2.5 minutes ago, and that one, the Flagstaff Eagles up 20 on Coronado, 59-39. And it was actually a pretty good game in the first half as Coronado's got a lot of good talent. It's just we understand the coach of the JV team just took over the program a week ago, and he's still trying to figure out who he has. And there's been a lot of miscommunication and just kind of messiness, I guess, for Coronado. So he's trying to figure that out on his end, and the Eagles were taking advantage of that. A couple of Eagle players actually came up and played on the varsity level for the tournament. Jake Setner is one who got some playing time, got a few points in the tournament on the varsity level for Flagstaff. So a couple of future varsity Eagles got in and got some playing time. That's only going to help them, later on. So, but they're back down in the JV playing tonight, and again, we're just trying to get this, a lot of fouls and a couple timeouts and that kind of thing, so it kind of stretches the game out a bit. But we should probably still, start on time tonight here at 7 o'clock, a bit after, as we get ready. And actually, we are live on YouTube tonight, so if you're watching YouTube, people, you're actually watching the JV game a little bit. Actually, nobody's watching right now, so we'll let everybody know that we are on YouTube tonight. So if you want to watch tonight's game, all you got to do is go to YouTube and do a search for Great Circle Media TV, and check out the link to the game tonight. You'll hear us on the audio portion. You can watch it alongside as we go along as well. And it's a game, like I said, Flagstaff's 3-1 overall, 2-0 in the region. They're looking to kind of get that bad taste out of their mouth from the tournament. They can go to 4-1 tonight with a win. You can finish out strong the first little bit of the schedule, and all positives going ahead for Flagstaff. For Coronado, they're 1-3 on the year. They still haven't played a region game yet. They're in the 4A Black Canyon region. However, they did get their first win last Friday at home against Barry Goldwater High School, 52-31. And they really kind of taking their lumps early on, not only in the regular season schedule, but also they were in the Paradise Honors Tournament, where the same tournament Flagstaff was in earlier this year. And they kind of got drilled a little bit in that tournament, including losing the Paradise Honors 104-22 in that tournament. So, yeah, it's a challenge for Coronado on a lot of different levels, but they made the trip up here. We're going to play a little basketball tonight here at Warren Memorial Gymnasium, and we'll see if Flagstaff can get the win, get the taste out of their mouths, as we say, and kind of get healthy a little bit before they return to region play. That's the next time we'll see them anyway. I know they probably have a couple games left until the end of the year, but they want to get moving and get a win and play better and improve. That's all it is about this team. Is they got a lot of guys who can score. They did one thing about the Pepsi tournament. The first game they played against Northland Prep, they had a lot of guys hitting shots, and even Coach Nick Walton says, "I don't know where this has been," and then all of a sudden it disappeared for 3 more games.
Yeah.
Because they got to play better teams, and nothing against MPA, but yeah, you play better teams, better defense, and schemed a little bit better, so it's hard to get shots down, and had a hard time, driving the lane, especially you don't have a big guy other than Garcia down low. It's hard to kind of clear things up and get things moving. So, but I believe that Big Nick is back, and he's going to be back in the lineup tonight, and we'll see what the varsity team has to offer here coming up. We're going to take a quick timeout, but when we come back, we'll break down this game a little bit more and kind of give you our thoughts of the game and the season thus far and get you ready for tonight's game. It is the Flagstaff Eagles against the Coronado Dons right here on the Highlands Fort Caring High School Sports Network.
With Pergo Extreme
Help us bring the gift of warmth to our community this holiday season. Several locations around Flagstaff are accepting new and gently used coats, gloves, hats, and other items of warm clothing. The items collected will be distributed to the Family Food Center, Sunshine Rescue Mission, and law enforcement. The goal is to collect 4,000 items, and this is a great opportunity for friends and family to come together and help with local families in need. To find more drop-off locations near you, please visit CAF.com, and you can be someone's shining star.
Practice prep and drills come down to game time and Hi, this is Mark Harris, owner of Flagstaff Chevrolet on Route 66. On behalf of my entire team of Flagstaff Chevrolet, we cheer on our Flagstaff Eagles and Coconino Panthers. Best of luck for an unforgettable season. If you're looking for a great vehicle to safely get your students back and forth to school, or maybe one that's big enough to carry the team and equipment, then come see our awesome team at Flagstaff Chevrolet. Visit flagstaffchevrolet.com. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Back here at War Memorial Gymnasium, Dave Zorn and Reggie Eccleston with you as we get you ready for tonight's non-region game between the Flagstaff Eagles and the Coronado Dons. Let's take a look at what the Coronado has to offer. The Dons are off to a rough start, as we mentioned, to the season. They began the year playing in the Panthers Hoops Classic, just like Flag High did. They went 0-4 in the tournament, losing to Paradise Honors 104-22. Then they lost to Phoenix Christian, Borgate Catholic, and Independence. Since then, they've lost to Saguaro, Estrella Foothills, and Yunker before they got their first win of the year last Friday at home against Barry Goldwater. They will actually host the Bradshaw Mountain Bears Friday night down in Scottsdale. The Flagstaff Eagles are coming off a rough Pepsi Holiday tournament of their own, where they went 1-3. They got that opening round win against MPA. Then they lost Nick Sneezy in that game with a slight knee sprain. We'll see if he plays tonight. And he played sparingly the rest of the tournament. They were without Ben Janicek, Nick Morrow, and Morgan Quatsquiva had a bruised rib, and is you name it. By the way, Morgan still made the all-tournament team, even though he played a little bit hurt there. And he had a great tournament as well, by the way, for the Eagles. The Eagles lost to Arizona Lutheran and Paradise Honors, and finally fell to Santan Foothills, where mostly the bench and JV players played in that game, their last game on Saturday. But none of those games count in the standings or for PowerPoints, so they have a chance to get things right tonight against Coronado before the holiday break, where this one will actually count in the standings and it will count for PowerPoints. So they would definitely want to win this game, because a loss here probably would not be very well received here at Flagstaff High School. And really at Coronado, I mean, they've already won one game. They got a taste of success, and what better way to build on that than to come up here to the hill where altitude's going to affect them. It's affecting their JV team quite a bit, and sneak out a win against pretty decent, for the most part, Flagstaff Eagle basketball team.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm looking over their roster, and they've got a little bit of size. They've got a couple of guys who are, over 6'5". One is listed as 6'7", one 6'6". So, if they can get those big guys going, if they've got any kind of strength or ability, they might be able to give Flagstaff a little bit of trouble. Now, again, with them coming off their first win, that's definitely going to give them some confidence. Maybe it'll carry over into this game tonight. And if they can come up here and have some success early, you never know what can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And the JV game just got over with as the Flagstaff Eagles beat Coronado 62-44 in that game. We also know that the Flagstaff freshman team won tonight as well, and they actually used a running clock in that one. We didn't have a final score, but we know the Flagstaff did win that game. So props to the freshman and JV teams as they got wins, and the varsity is going to try to complete the sweep here tonight against Coronado's. Nick Sneezy leads the Eagles out with that I don't know what you call it, like a wrap, kind of a bandage kind of thing over his left knee. So he's going to play tonight, and he's going to play kind of with that little bit of a knee tweak, but he should be okay. You see Nick Morrow back here as well. Morgan Quatsquiva, he's dressed out, and Ben Janicek is. So it looks like for the most part, the Eagles are going to be in full strength tonight as they go against Coronado, as they take to the floor to begin their warm-ups here.
Yeah, watching Sneezy right now, you can tell he's got one of the nice wrap around that knee, plus a compression sleeve. So, want to keep it warm, keep that blood circulating. You see he is limping just slightly, but I'm sure he's going to try to give it a go if he can. If not, I think hopefully they have enough around him where if he's not able to go, there's plenty of guys that can step in and really fill in his shoes.
Looking at the Coronado side, there is they've got 7 guys. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 7 guys. It looks like they have somebody from JV coming up as well. So, actually, no, there's like a few other guys over here that haven't taken the court. I was like, wow, they got 6, 7 guys. Oh, wait, there's more over here, I think. So, anyway, we'll see. And one of them's got probably the best hair I've seen out of a high school player. He's got half red and half black, and he's Christmas look, perhaps, I guess, for me. So I know he's taking after Reggie Eccleston's hairdo here tonight too as well. Yeah. Pat must have saw a picture of or something like that somewhere along the way.
Yeah.
But no, it should be a good game. I mean, every time you get a team from the Valley, there's going to be some skilled good players, and like you said, a couple tall guys. Again, the numbers just kind of aren't there right now for Coronado. Whether they have some defections or illness, you never know with a lot of these things. But I mean, if you're Flagstaff, obviously you want to run them quick. Yeah, you want to get the rhythm going from an offensive standpoint, and they play some good defense, and hopefully you should be able to get to a lead pretty quick, and make them run a little bit, get them tired, and you never know. Probably, hopefully, get a win out of this, and probably a game that's probably not in question, but we'll have to wait and see. We saw one of Reggie's favorite player from the JV game that switched uniforms. He's going to be on the varsity tonight. So,
well, they need some numbers. That's the thing with the 7 main guys they have. I'm sure that's the nucleus of the team. But if Flagstaff can get out here and really get these guys running up and down the court, try to tire them out, Coronado's going to have to make sure they don't get in foul trouble because they won't have a deep bench. That's going to be a key for Flagstaff to really kind of get on them quickly, jump out quick, run them hard, and tire them out. I think if they do that, Flagstaff can have a pretty solid victory tonight.
By the way, announcement earlier today on the Coconino side, they've canceled tomorrow night's games with girls and boys with Greenway. The boys teams are supposed to go down to Greenway tomorrow night. It's going to be a pretty good game actually for both teams, a good power points game for both teams. And the girls teams were going to come up here and play Coconino tomorrow night. However, the impending winter storm that's inbound has kind of, they between Greenway and Coconino, they said, yeah, it's probably not a good idea that we guys trending up and down the hill during what's going to be pretty nasty and very windy storm that's coming through here. So you decided to cancel those games tomorrow. So if you're a fan that was looking forward to going to watch some girls basketball over there at Coconino tomorrow against Greenway, or you're going down to the valley to take in Coconino Greenway game, it's supposed to be pretty good. They've canceled that due to the travel issues that could be in play during this winter storm come in. By the way, 4 to 8 inches of snow expected in Flagstaff overnight tomorrow night. About 2 feet maybe expected at Arizona Snowball, which I know they're happy to hear as well. And, you'll get snow down to about 6,500 feet for the most part. So, Reggie, you'll probably get rain in your house, but you're liking that. But we'll have to deal with some snow. And by the way, if there's any delays or cancellations that happen Wednesday morning, obviously go to cafnews.com and the CAF News social media accounts on Facebook and Twitter. And we'll have the latest for you as far as any delays that happen with FUSD and other area schools as everybody starts finals. I know they don't want to cancel it, but I'm kind of halfway expecting there might be some delays probably on Wednesday. But we'll see. We'll see how much snow falls. And, of course, if you have to travel on Tuesday night, we ask you to be careful. But if you could put it off until, Wednesday, maybe late morning, that'd probably be a good idea because, like I said, it's going to be not only some snow, but it's going to be some heavy winds and probably some blizzard conditions as well. Nobody wants to be on the road during that time. So if you have to drive, by all means, please take your time and use caution with that. So no basketball tomorrow between Coconino and Greenway. That means Coconino will go down. Actually, they're going to host. The boys are going to host Thunderbird on Friday, and the girls will go down to Thunderbird Friday night for that game. And then the Coconino Panthers boys team will head to the Judy Dixon Invitational Tournament at Greenway High School. And that is like the highlight holiday tournament in the state of Arizona. The best of the best get involved in it. You're talking 6A through 4A, and maybe a 3A team or two. That's the premier tournament you want to be in. Of course, Coconino draws Peoria first round. And it's funny, I talked to Coach Moran a little bit on Saturday, and he goes, we were on the schedule Peoria again. They like coming up here. We like having them. It's a good relationship between the two schools. We couldn't make it work because we were already scheduled that. We already had our max number of teams. And he goes, stunning enough in the Greenway tournament, we get Peoria first round. So we get to play him anyway. So, and for those of you who don't know, the guy that goes by Mr. Orange, who's like the ultimate Suns fan, who dresses in all orange, head to toe. You've probably seen him on the news, probably seen him in videos. He's the head coach of the Peoria Panthers, by the way. So, and he's got a great team, good defensive team this year. They beat Paradise Honors by 10 earlier this year. So that's a very good Peoria basketball team that Coconino is going to face in the first round of the Judy Dixon tournament. Again, those games don't count in the regular season schedule. They don't count for PowerPoint. So anytime you can get a free game, which is basically what it is, against a great program like that and great programs that they're going to face, you take advantage of that because that's going to make you better. Look what happened to Coconino in this in the Pepsi tournament. They got better each game because they played better teams. They challenged them. They came together as a team. The communication was better. The defense was better. The offense was better. Everything looked a lot better than the first time we saw them against Tempe. And now my confidence is back for Coconino. I think they can really do some damage in the Grand Canyon. And expect that game with Prescott, which was a 30-point blowout. Prescott's got to come up here. Expect that game to be a little different when they come up here come next in January. And we can't wait to call that game. We will, when they come up and play Coconino. So I'm anxious. I'm excited, and I'm excited to see Coconino's girls team. They can be, they can build off their last two games they won here in the Pepsi as they take on Seton Catholic, which is the program in girls basketball here in the state of Arizona. As they come up the hill. That's our next game, January 3rd, by the way, is Coconino's girls against Seton Catholic. And the next night we'll have Coconino against Shadow Mountain, the Shadow Mountain team that's kind of rebuilding from the Bibby era. Not as prolific and, stylish as when Mike Bibby was coaching there, but former ASU Sun Devil Curtis Millage is coaching that team, and he's got some studs. He's got some big guys and some shooters. Haven't put it together yet, but that should be a fun game. We'll have that on January 4th, the next night over there at Coconino. So we're going to take about a 3-week break after tonight, recharge our batteries, and we're going to hit it hard and hit it long there with a lot of great basketball coming to you in January, especially in February. And then we'll reload and get and go through the tournaments and see who's left standing. Who knows? Maybe we get to be down in the valley calling a state title game this year. We can always hope, and we hope we can bring that to you too.
That can be a good Christmas gift for us.
Late Christmas gift.
It'll be a good one though. We could always hope for that. So I'm really looking forward to it as well, Dave. The holiday is coming. Christmas and New Year's is going to be great family time. So it's nice to get a little break where we can spend time with our families and friends and really kind of recharge. But I'll tell you, once we get done with that holiday season, we'll be ready to go. And I'll be really anxious to see some really good basketball because they're going to get better. They're going to get better as the season goes on. They'll start playing for something that's worth it, region type play, and just the fact that they're going to be trying to get entered into that state tournament. This is going to be a fun time. So they can get started tonight. That'll be a great thing for them to do, and then keep moving forward after these Christmas and New Year's holidays. And then get ready for big-time region play.
And we're going to get ready for the tip-off. Coming up next, we've got the Coronado and Flagstaff on the Highlands Floor Coverings High School Basketball Game of the Week. Tip-off is next, and the starting lineups coming up. This has been the pregame show, and more coming up next, including tip-off and the game here on the network. We'll be right back.
This is KAFF Flagstaff, K228XO 93.5 Flagstaff, your home for the legends of country and the high school basketball Game of the Week. Been listening to the pregame show on the Highlands Floor Coverings High School Sports Network. Stay tuned. The Game of the Week is next on Calf Country 93.5 AM 930 and streaming online at calflegends.com.
Sunnyside Market at 4th Street Chevron is proud to be a sponsor of high school basketball. They offer any size fountain drink for just 89 cents all day, every day. Swing in and check out the Panthers fan gear section, and students can receive 10% off with your school ID. In a hurry? Use their convenient drive-thru to get those last-minute snacks or beverages on game day. EBT is proudly accepted on all grocery items. That's Sunnyside Market at 4th Street, conveniently located on the corner of 4th Street and 6th Avenue.
Hello, everybody. Aaron from Napa with your daily dose of Napa know-how. With the largest parts inventory in northern Arizona, you can feel confident from fixing your car to shining up your ride.
They switched the routine.
And remember, with our price match guarantee, you can walk out of our stores knowing that you got the best service, the best part, and the best price possible. Napa. Family owned, locally trusted, and proud supporter of Coconino and Flagstaff High School athletics.
This is KAFF Flagstaff, K228XO 93.5 Flagstaff, your home for the legends of country and the high school basketball Game of the Week. Welcome to the Game of the Week on the Highlands Floor Coverings High School Sports Network. Tonight's game is brought to you by Highlands Floor Coverings, Big O Tires, Napa Auto Parts, Frederick Fisher Jewelers, The Light Company,
Hey, Paige,
Around the Mountain
I'm going to take the anthem
Pediatric
live, so
Dentistry,
I'm not going to say anything,
Sunshine
okay?
Market on 4th Street, Findlay Honda, Flagstaff Chevrolet, Oxendale Auto Group, and Old Route 66 Chevron. Now, let's head to the gym. Here's Dave Zorn and Reggie Eccleston.
Well, Flag High did a little dipsy-do switcheroo on us. Usually they do anthem first and the starters, but they did in reverse tonight. So let's give you the starters as we know them for the Flagstaff Eagles. Their normal starting lineup: Max Fritsch, Morgan Quatsquiva, Nick Sneezy, Nick Morrow, and Pete Stalker. The starting lineups for the Eagles. For the Dons, we're going to have number 1, Richard Fragoso, number 2, Brandon Walker, number 5, Colin Hassenstadt, number 13, Messiah Robinson, and number 40, Brody Sheridan. There's your starting lineups for Coronado. And wherever you are, whatever you're doing, we're glad you're joining us here along the Highlands Fort Coverings High School Sports Network, either on Calf Country, 93.5 and AM 930 Flagstaff, online at calflegends.com, or on the internet, on our stream on the YouTube channel, Great Circle Media TV. If you're not watching, you go ahead and click us on right now as well. The game as it just tips off, and Nick Sneezy's going to get it for the Eagles. He hands it off to Max Fritsch, and we are on our way. Fritsch comes across the time stripe. Comes across the top. Lobs for Nick Morrow, taken away there by Hassenstadt, and here comes the Dons the other way. And he stopped. Hassenstadt fires a 3 off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Morrow. Here comes the Eagles the other way. Nick Sneezy comes on the right side. Over to Quatsquiva. Quatsquiva looks for 3. No, hands it off to Sneezy. Sneezy will drive. Switching it over to Quatsquiva on the right side. Quatsquiva drives, dishes off. Sneezy, top of the key for 3. Go around, no good. Rebounded there by number 13. And that is Messiah Robinson. He'll hand it off there to Richard Fragoso. Now he goes inside to Brandon Walker. Walker on top to Robinson. Robinson for 3 inside the top of the lane. No good. Rebounded underneath by Quatsquiva. Knocked off his hands and out of bounds. It'll be Eagle basketball.
I tell you, well, so far neither team has been able to set up anything offensively and dominating. Sneezy had a nice open 3-point shot. That's one of those that he normally hits, and it definitely was in. It kind of went down halfway and came back out with the spin he had. He had a nice spin. So we'll see if they can settle down and kind of set up some offense and really get some set offensive plays.
Nick Morrow has it on the left wing. He backs out on top. Here's Fritsch for 3. Off of the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Coronado, and that's Brandon Walker. Here comes the Dons the other way as Fragoso brings him up on the left side. Fragoso, guarded by Sneezy, hits it off to Walker. Walker drives, looks to dish, does, almost travels. Jump shot from the free throw line off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Morrow. Here comes the Eagles the other way. Still scoreless with 6:28 to go in the opening quarter. Fritsch, he'll take a drive and loses the ball out of bounds. It'll be Don's balls. A couple turnovers here early for Flagstaff. Maybe still having a little bit of the post-tournament rust a little bit on them a little bit.
Yeah, I tell you, this team, Coronado, though, looks like they have some athleticism. They've got some size. They've got some athletes. And, Flagstaff's going to really have to turn up that defensive pressure.
There's a drive on the baseline, swatted out by Stalker as Robinson drives the lane. And just knocked out of bounds as the Dons are going to inbound the ball now as Robinson will do the honors or try to do the honors. Almost close to 5 seconds, but inbound there to Walker. Walker comes around, goes against Morrow. Morrow gets ball and hand and gets drawn for the foul there as he'll pick up his first as Walker will go to the line for a pair of free throws here. Brandon Walker He's the one with the multicolored hair he mentioned in the pregame, by the way.
And that's a lot of it.
A lot of it, yeah, absolutely. First free throw from Walker, good. Don's taking an early 1-0 lead here. Comes the next free throw from Brandon Walker. It's up and good. Gets them both. So 2-0 Coronado here early. 6:05 to go in the opening quarter. See a few Coconino Panthers just walked in the gym tonight to catch this game. Sneezy over to Quatsquiva on the left side. Quatsquiva on top. Stalker for three. Oh, off the back of the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. Quatsquiva gets it, and he's going to be fouled there by number 1. That's going to be Richard Fregoso. It's going to be his first team foul. Is battle for the rebound there. Yeah, Flagstaff shots are just missing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just off a hair at this point.
Yeah, they're getting open shots. They're getting the ones they want, and they're just a little bit off.
Fritch on a drive around the backside, around no good. Rebounded there by Sheridan. Here comes Coronado the other way. Still, Flagstaff can't buy a bucket here early as they're down 2-0. Here's a driver for Gozo. Stops, goes up and blocked out of his hands. Out of bounds, still Don's ball with 5:31 to go in the opening quarter.
Well, that's the type of play right there. Fregoso is so small with all those big guys. You get in there and stop. That's going to make it very difficult for him to get a shot up.
Three-pointer by Walker, good. He nails a three. Brandon Walker 5, Flagstaff nothing with 5:23 to go here in the opening quarters. Brandon Walker's accounted for all the Don's points. And Don's are playing a little bit of energy now. Sneezy walks the ball up the court. Over to Quatsquiva on top to Fritch. Fritch swings around the Stalker on the left side. Inside to Morrow. Morrow looks cross court. Hits Sneezy for three off the front of the rim. No good. Again, Flagstaff cannot buy a bucket here early. Rebounded there by Messiah, and he goes in. Walker again, 7 points. Timeout. Flagstaff will take a timeout as well. 4:54 to go. Coronado leads Flagstaff 7-0 on the Hounds Fort Coverings High School Sports Network.
Michael Jordan is credited for saying, "Talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence win championships." Hi.
Help us bring the gift of warmth to our community this holiday season. Several locations around Flagstaff are accepting new and gently used coats, gloves, hats, and other items of warm clothing. The items collected will be distributed to the Family Food Center, Sunshine Rescue Mission, and law enforcement. The goal is to collect 4,000 items, and this is a great opportunity for friends and family to come together and help local families in need. To find more drop-off locations near you, please visit CAF.com, and you can be someone's shining star.
Plenty of opportunities. They're down 7-0 the quarter with 4:54 to go in the opening quarter. Brandon Walker's the story for the Dons. He's got all 7 points for Coronado.
No, 5.
He's got 5. Who had the other two?
Messiah.
Oh, Messiah didn't.
Yeah,
I was blocked away.
Messiah
I think
Robinson. Yeah, he made that nice coast-to-coast layup.
Wow, see, I was blocked off from the coast to coast. So anyway, Walker's got 5 and Robinson's got 2.
So I'm here for your partner.
I appreciate that because I was totally blocked, screened away from that play. I'm glad you saw that. As the ball is inbounded there to Nick Sneezy. Jogs it up the court here, crosses the time stripe, being guarded by Walker. Bounce pass over to Quatsquiva on the right. Morgan being guarded by a much shorter guard there in Fregoso. Sneezy now on the left side. Sneezy waves Morrow to set a screen for him. Now he's going to drive. Dishes it off. There's P. Stalker for three off the front of the rim. No good, but Sneezy battles for the rebound. Still battles for the rebound. Goes out of bounds. Off of Coronado. Still Eagles ball here with 4:25 to go in the opening quarter.
Well, Flagstaff right now is, again, they're very cold shooting from the outside. So what they probably should try to do with Big Nick Morrow down there, try to get him the ball down and establish himself down on the block. I know Coronado has some size that can match up with him, but that's where Morrow needs to really just assert himself and be a more dominant force down there.
Stalker for three, hits off the front side of the rim. Again, no good. And Flagstaff's 0 for the quarter as we're halfway through the quarter at this point. 7-0 Coronado. Just pass inside to Walker. Walker turns on Morrow. Dips under. He's pulled by Sneezy, but didn't see it. Goes out of bounds with Flagstaff's ball. Nick Sneezy got away with one right there.
Yes, he did.
And if you're watching on YouTube, you definitely saw him grab that arm and pull, but it was away from the referee's sight, and he got away with a little yank right there. Fritz brings the ball off the court on the left side, right by our broadcast position. Goes to the center. Dishes off Sneezy. Sneezy now will drive the lane. Floater right hand around. Good. Finally, the Flagstaff Eagles get on the board. Nick Sneezy with the first two of the game for Flagstaff. 7-2 Coronado.
Well, again, what Sneezy is very good at, he penetrates it with his dribble, and he gets into that center lane and has that nice little teardrop shot that he's very good at.
There's a snap. Oh, by referee said got all ball, but there was a little bit of hand dribbling. No call there as well. Sneezy drives, double team. Oh, no look inside to the Stalker. Stalker wasn't ready for it, but he saves it to Quatsquiva underneath. Morgan looks, and he called for traveling, turns the ball over.
Wow.
A little bit of a mess of a transition there. Nice look by Sneezy, but, Stalker wasn't ready for it underneath. 3:19 to go in the opening quarter. Flagstaff trails Coronado 7-2.
Now you're seeing a little bit of passive full court pressure by Flagstaff is what they need to do. You need to try to tire out this Coronado team early.
There's a drive. Nick Morrow kind of got in the way with that. Didn't block it, but he's kind of got in the way. As he leads the drive, gets the rebound, loses the ball, picks it back up on the baseline, and they're going to reset now on top to Fritsch. Fritsch now will take his drive. Goes up strong with the right hand and around and good. Max Fritsch gets his first 2 points of the game. Nice move there by Max.
Again, now they're trying to take it to the basket, get inside that lane, get some easy layups. It's always best to make a couple of layups, and then that'll help your jump shot fall.
There's a drive. Now dishes off inside back to Hassenstab, and the three-pointer no good. Rebounded underneath by Sheridan, and he's going to be fouled. Actually knocked off his foot and out of bounds. Excuse me. Eagles ball. Phil Flagstaff now on a 4-0 run here late part of the opening quarter. Coronado leading 7-4. Sneezy's going to walk the ball up, and we're going to see Brandon Walker. Robert Parker. My bad. Wrong roster. Robert Parker coming to the game here in the next step. Here's a three by Nick Sneezy around no good. Rebounded by Fragoso. Coronado's coming the other way. Sneezy just not, the outside shooting is just ice cold tonight so far for Flagstaff. There's a dump in down to Walker. Goes over to Fragoso. Now it's going to be corralled there by Robinson. Robinson guarded by Fritsch. He's going to fire a three off of no good, but he's rebounded underneath by the smallest person on the court. That's Fragoso. Blocked away, dishes out to Hassenstab, and now we've got a whistle underneath. 3-second lane violation called on Sheridan. It's going to be the Eagle balls. Now we see Robert Parker in the game for the first time, or do we? And now we do. And also the big man, Richard Garcia, coming in the game for the Eagles. And they're kind of going with the Twin Tower effect here with Flagstaff with both Morrow and Garcia in the game at the same time to kind of bulk up that down low presence.
Yeah, with this lineup, you'd like to see them really establish that presence down low. You've got Morrow down there. You've got Garcia. That's one nice in-look pass right there. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah, nice pass inside to Nick Morrow. He gets his first two on a turnaround jumper. 6-0 run by Flagstaff now makes it 7-6 Coronado here with 1:25 to go. Fragoso drives on Parker. Fragoso dishes out. Sheridan swings it to Hassenstab. Now into Sheridan. Back out to Hassenstab. He'll drive. Goes up for the shot. Right-handed off balance. Leaner no good. Rebounded there by P. Stalker. And here comes the Eagles the other way with Max Fritsch leading the way on the right side. Fritsch looks over. Morrow on the top. Morrow looks to pass. Bounce pass over to Stalker. Stalker drive the baseline. Goes up. Dishes off. Here's a shot for the three. It's good. And that's Robert Parker with his first points of the game. Timeout Coronado as Flagstaff's on a 9-0 run. They take the lead 9-7 over Coronado with 42 seconds to go in the opening quarter. So Flagstaff woke up a little bit. Started paying attention to what was going on, and they're on a nice 9-0 run here.
Well, you knew eventually some of those three-point shots were going to start falling. And again, I like the way they kind of got a few buckets from the inside, and that's what kind of got them motivated and got them moving. Now they can kick the ball out with Big Nick Morrow and Garcia down low. You've got to kind of get them established because then they can make a couple of buckets, then the defense will collapse on them, then they can dish it out to Sneezy and Stalker and Fritz, and they're very good three-point and outside shooters. So I like they were a slow start, but they're back in this game and taking this lead. So Coronado started out quickly, which is what Flagstaff wanted to do, but Flagstaff has now kind of found their rhythm, decided it's time to play some basketball.
Eagles going to inbound the ball here. Actually, Coronado, I'm sorry. I thought the Eagles were going to inbound, but the Coronado Dons are going to be inbound the ball here with 45 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Doing the honors is Robinson. And it's picked off inside, up and around.
Watsweaver.
Morgan Quatsqueva checks back in the game, and he gets his first 2 points of the game. Eagles on an 11-0 run. And now we're going to get a foul on Morgan as he bumps Hassenstab. Is Morgan to pick up his first foul, the team's second foul here. So Coronel's going to inbound here right in front of the scorer's table, actually right in front of Reggie.
Right in front of me.
Right in front. As Colin Hassenstab going to be doing the honors here. And he does over there to Robinson. Robinson guarded by Fritsch. Goes inside to Walker, knocked out of bounds by, that was knocked out by Morrow, but no, it goes out and away and out of bounds on Coronado. As Coronado trying to stop the leak here defensively as the Eagles have gone on a run and the Coronado Dons have gone ice cold with 22 seconds to go in the quarter. The Eagles will play for the last shot here. Fritsch has it on the left side. As he'll go over to his right. Backs it up, 14 seconds, 13, 12. Fritsch still has it. He gets a screen from Garcia at 10. He makes a drive, 9, 8. Over to Foster. He's got a floating jumper, no good. Garcia with the rebound, goes up strong, falls on his feet, bound, no good. Battle for the rebound, and the clock's going to tick off. And that's the end of the quarter. A tale of 2 runs. Coronado goes on a 7-0 run. Flagstaff goes on an 11-0 run. It's 11-7 Flagstaff. Second quarter next on the Highlands Ford Coverings High School Sports Network.
Frederick Fisher Jewelers would like to wish all of Flagstaff High School basketball teams a safe and competitive season. Frederick Fisher Jewelers has been locally family owned and operated for over 30 years. Their quality in service and workmanship is unmatched. No matter what you're looking for this holiday season, Frederick Fisher Jewelers has you covered. From high quality watches and bracelets to rings and necklaces, conveniently located in the Flagstaff Mall. Frederick Fisher Jewelers, let their family be your family's jewelers.
Hi, it's Ginger, Finley Honda Flagstaff. And on behalf of the Finley family and our entire team, we want to wish a season of great success to the Flagstaff Eagles and Coconino Panthers. The next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle and want a big city deal with a small town feel, reach out to us at Finley Honda Flagstaff. Keep your vehicle purchase local, and it benefits great programs like this. For more information, visit us in the Flagstaff Auto Park near the Flagstaff Mall or online at flaghonda.com. Go Eagles! Go Panthers!
Back here at Flagstaff High School as the Eagles lead 11-7 to start in the second quarter. Coronado went on a 7-0 run to start the game. The Eagles are on an 11-0 run to end the quarter. And that's the story of the first quarter. 2 runs, basically. Leading the way, all scores, Brandon Walker with 5 points for Coronado. And Robert Parker leads the way with 3 for Flagstaff. However, Flagstaff has 5 players who've scored buckets there in the first quarter, make it 11-7.
Well, Flagstaff has turned up the defensive pressure. They're a little more active with their feet, moving their feet. It's kind of like they woke up finally, and they're putting a lot more pressure on this Coronado team, who is a little bit sloppy with the ball. So if if Flagstaff can continue to put this type of pressure on this team, I think they can tire them out, and that's where you might see this lead extend.
We're trying to figure out, they're saying that Flagstaff is going to inbound the ball here. I think they're going the wrong direction because Flagstaff went. There's confusion who gets the ball and which way they're going to go. The referee, one of the referees that ref the JV game, was still thinking it was a JV game. As far as directions goes, we got to figure it out. Cornell's going to get the ball now, and they're going to go left to right across your radio dial here. There's the inbound pass, and that is to Hassenstab, and we're underway with the second quarter. Eagles leading 11-7. Hassenstab has the ball being guarded by Quatsqueva. Over to Walker. Walker guarded by Morrow. He'll drive. Dishes out to Hassenstab. He'll drive, stops, dishes back to Sheridan. Sheridan gets it over, almost picked off there, but it's over there by Fregoso. He goes inside to Hassenstab. He's double teamed. Now inside back to Fregoso. Fregoso looking to pass. Does to Walker. Walker will drive. Goes inside, tries to find somebody to dish it to, but good turnaround jumper over Nick Morrow and around no good. Battle for the rebound brought down there by Robert Parker. Here comes the Eagles the other way. Parker, bounce pass inside the Fritsch, around the backside, around no good. Rebounded by Morrow, no good, but he's going to be fouled inside, and he'll go to the line for shoot 2. Foul is going to be on Brandon Walker, and it's going to be his first team foul.
Say, good hustle by the Flagstaff offense on that, trying to rebound and getting second shots. Big Nick Morrow got down there, went up for that follow-up and got fouled.
Here's the first free throw from Big Nick. Free throw up and good. Big Nick missed the Pepsi tournament because he was on his official football recruiting trip to Cal Berkeley. And for all indications, things went really well. And you understand they're targeting to be possibly an offensive lineman with the Cal Bears. So we'll see how that plays out. Second free throw from Big Nick around no good. Rebounded there by Hassenstaub. And here comes Coronado the other way. 12-7. Again, Flagstaff on a 12-0 run dating back to the opening quarter. There's Brandon Walker against Morrow. Goes up and around. Good. Brandon Walker. Very impressive. He's got 7 points. 7 of the 9 points for Coronado. Breaks the run there. It's 12-9 Flagstaff.
Yeah, he looks like their best player on the court, and if they can get him the ball down there, he's very athletic, can move the ball well. He's got a nice shot, so he's the guy that's they're really going to need to count on today.
Garcia goes inside the Fritz around. Good. Fritz at the battle for him. Man, Richard Garcia almost walked there too, but they did not call it, but got 2 points there by Max Fritz. And Fritz, I think, had a few words to say after he made the shot, but the referee's reminding him, hey, knock it off. And Fritz goes, okay, I'm sorry. I got it. All good. We're good. Back in the lineup for the Eagles is Pete Stocker, also Nick Sneezy, and then for the first time tonight is Ben Janicek for Flagstaff. 14-9 Eagles, 6:36 to go in the opening half. And we're back to games that count in region play, at least for this week here.
See, Flagstaff has the luxury of being able to put multiple players in the game, keep them fresh, whereas Coronado has that nucleus.
Fregoso for three on the right side. Back of the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound. Drives the baseline, now looks to go inside. Stop dribble. Steps on the line. Bounds. Flagstaff ball. That's one thing you don't want to do. You're trying to baseline, commit to something. When you're going to go up and pass it, you stop on that baseline. It forces the defense, the other team, to collapse on you. And that's exactly what happens. Kind of a bad play there by Richard Fregoso to stop as you're driving on the baseline.
Yeah, and he's too small to get caught down low like that. He's got to keep that ball moving, get the ball out, or dribble his way out of trouble like that.
Pete Stocker goes inside. Quick shot by Quatsquiva. No good. Rebounded by Fregoso. Here comes it on the other way. 14-9 Coronado. Outlet pass to Brandon Walker. Turn around, jumper. No good, but he's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line for a pair of free throws here. Foul is on number 45, Richard Garcia. First, I thought the referee said two. I got no two.
Yeah.
But no, it's on Richard Garcia. That's his first, third team foul. So here's the first free throw from Brandon Walker from Coronado. First shot's up and good. Perfect from the free throw line tonight. 3 for 3. He's getting his fourth shot here. Let's see if the jinx falls into play here.
Nah, he's going to make it.
Yeah, probably. Got good form. Good player. Second free throw.
Oh,
no good. See, it worked. Rebound there by Janicek. Here comes Eagles the other way with Quatsquiva. Morgan Quatsquiva drives the baseline. He's going to be fouled there by Fregoso, and that's going to be his second personal foul. Third team foul of the first half for Coronado. The Eagles going to inbound the ball with 5:46 to go here in the second quarter. Sneezy looks, dishes inside to Quatsquiva. Now to Janicek on the left side. Janicek over to Sneezy. Sneezy for three on the corner. From the rim, no good. Rebounded by Quatsquiva, though. Dishes inside to Stalker. Stalker almost loses the ball, gets the ball back to Garcia. And now we've got a foul on, or just a turnover.
3-second call.
Oh, 3-second call on Pete Stalker then. Turnover, Flagstaff goes back to the Dons. 14-10 Flagstaff, 5:34 to go in the second quarter. Fregoso brings the ball up the court, crosses the time stripe. Switches over to Walker on the left. Walker will drive. Goes up. No good, but he's going to draw the foul. The foul's going to be on Morgan Quatsquiva. That's going to be his second. And Walker's going to go back to the free throw line for a couple free throws.
Well, I think Coronado needs to keep feeding Walker. You know, he's tall enough where he can jump over guys, and they're going to swing at it and swat at it and get his elbow. So good offense by Coronado getting the ball into Mr. Walker.
His first free throw as Max Fritz comes back in the lineup, replacing Morgan Quatsquiva. Second free throw coming up for the big man. Second free throw up, good. That's 10 points for Brandon Walker as Flagstaff leads 14-12. Walker's got 10 of the Dons, 12 points so far in this game. There's a bounce pass. Inside to Garcia. Back out to Fritsch. Fritsch takes an elbow. Steps back for a three off the front of the rim. No good. Battle for the rebound. Taken down there by Robinson. Here comes the Dons the other way. Messiah Robinson. Coast to coast. Goes up, but dishes off to the left. Here comes a three-pointer by the Dons. No good. Rebound there by Garcia. And here comes Fritsch the other way for the Eagles with 4:46 to go. 14-12 Eagles. Fritsch drives. Goes up. Dishes off to the left. Three-pointer by Sneezy. Good. Sneezy for Threezy. His first three of the night. 5 points for Nick. The Eagles go up 17-12 with 4:30 to go.
Tell you, that's the easiest three-point shots when you can penetrate that lane and then you kick it back out to an open man because the defense collapses on the guy in the lane, and that makes it easy for a three-pointer.
Three-pointer by Robinson off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Sneezy. He brings the ball up. Nick over to Max Fritsch. He'll drive. Stops his dribble, back out to Sneezy, and Nick will reset the Eagle offense with 4:06 to go. Sneezy looks, goes it back inside to Max Fritsch, and goes around, turnaround jumper, no good, but he's going to be fouled there by Fregoso, and that's going to be his third, I believe.
No, offensive foul.
Oh, I called it offensively,
Yep.
Huh? So that's on Max Fritsch. That's going to be his first 15 foul.
Yeah, he backed into him and kind of used his hip to try to knock Fregoso back. He had nice position, so they call that offensive.
Nick Morrow back in. He replaces Richard Garcia. Fregoso brings the ball up. He's on the left side. He'll drive the baseline. Fakes a shot. Now up and good. And he gets the foul. Boy, that was a power move by a little guy. Nick Fregoso gets his first 2 points of the game. He's going to go to the free throw line to try to get the and one. And he's going to be fouled by Nick Sneezy. That's going to be Nick's first foul.
Tell you, that was a tough shot by him. He got in there with all those trees, made a nice head fake, got them to go up a little bit, and then he quick release and got it up there before they could swat it away.
He also misses the free throw. Battle for the rebound underneath. Guy there by Janicek, and here comes, he goes the other way with Sneezy. Quick up the floor. Bounce pass inside to Stalker. Up with the shot. Good. Pete Stalker.
Good pass by
That's
Sneezy.
his first
Very nice.
basket of the game. And 19-14 Flagstaff with 3:32 to go in the first half.
Good movement, but again, it's penetration. It's when they get the ball in the lane, they have all kinds of options to pass off low, kick it out for a three, and that's where their offense can really excel.
Fregoso on top to Walker. Walker no drive on Morrow. Goes right around Morrow up for the shot. No good. Out of my Nick Sneezy for the Eagles. Here comes Flagstaff the other way. 3:09 to go in the quarter. 19-14 Flagstaff. Sneezy directs traffic. Tries to send Janicek through. Goes inside to Morrow. Morrow against Walker. Goes up strong with the left hand around. No good. Gets the rebound. Puts the ball back up. Still trying to get a rebound. Counting his rebound stats with about 3 rebounds right there. He gets knocked away. Here comes Coronado the other way with Haas's stop. He goes the distance up for the right shot. Shot no good. Rebounded there by Nick Morrow. Outlet to Stalker. He's got no way around him. However, Haas's stop comes and misses the layup. Rebounded there by Walker for Coronado. I think Pete waited too long there as Haas's stop kind of got in his head a little bit on that drive. Walker goes around Morrow. On top to Fregoso. Fregoso drives the lane. Dishes off inside to number 22. That is Banos, and he gets it knocked away. Here comes the Eagles the other way with Max Fritsch. Here's a three-pointer off the front of the rim by Janicek. No good. Rebounded by Banos. There's an outlet pass. That is a Robinson taken away by Nick Morrow. 2 minutes to play. Outlet pass now taken away by Fregoso. Banos trying to pick it up. This is over to Robinson. Robinson gets Nick up in the air. Fadeaway jumper. Good. Nice shot there by Messiah Robinson. He's got 4 points in this game. 19-16 Eagles, 1:40 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, he's got a nice shot as well. I tell you, between him and Walker, they both are players. They get up off the floor. They've got good. They're long, so they have good extension, and they have very nice soft shots. Good shooters.
Now Morrow gets the pass inside. Turn around. It's blocked away by Walker. Here comes Coronado the other way. Here comes Haas stop. This distance off the right hand around. Good, and he's fouled by Janicek. A little bit of juice right now by Coronado. Haas stops first 2 of the game. He's going to go to the free throw line for try to complete the 3-point play.
Well, Nick down low, when a couple of those shots he was trying to tip and kind of keep getting in the air. What he's got to do is grab that ball keep it high and then just go straight back up. If he does that, then he'll either get the foul or he'll have an easier way to make a shot instead of just trying to kind of tip it up, and he's got to really get more solid and more forceful down there.
Sheridan in for Walker, gets a much-needed breather. And it's also Robert Parker comes back in the lineup for Flagstaff for Nick Sneezy as Ossenstop misses the and one free throw. It's 19-18 Flagstaff with 1:18 to go in the first half. There's a drive by Fritsch, floating right-hander, good by Max Fritsch. He's got 6 points for the Eagles, 21-18. Fragasso, guarded there by Parker for Flagstaff. Gets a screen. Fragasso shoots a three. Oh, he can be careful of a foul right there, but gets to the back of the iron. Battle for the rebound taken there by Robert Parker. Here comes the Eagles the other way. Parker over to Janicek, but misses the pass and out of bounds. It's going to be Don's ball. 49 seconds to play. Sloppy first half by Flagstaff. They did go on that 12-0 run, but back to sloppy ball here in the last part of the second quarter.
And to Coronado's credit, they're scrappy. They're continuing to play hard. They're taking advantage of some loose balls and also some good shots. But get more solid defensively and really put that pressure and turn it up.
Fregoso tries to go inside. It's knocked out of bounds. And it's going to be Eagle basketball. It was knocked off there by Messiah Robinson. So 31 seconds to go for Flagstaff. They're going to probably play for the last shot here. It's Max Fritsch in no hurry bringing the ball up the court here. They play for the last shot. Fritsch goes over to the right corner now. 20 seconds to go. Now it comes back to the near side, over by us. Fregoso on the defense. Now Fritsch is going to make a move. Makes a drive. Shakes up, but he's going to be, he gets all ball. Does Robinson, but he's going to be called for the foul there. Got a little bit of skin on top of it. That's going to be Messiah Robinson's first foul, but Fritsch is going to go to the line for a pair of free throws.
So that was a good move by Fritz. He made a nice hesitation to the right and then exploded to his left and took it straight into the hole. Good drive.
First free throw is good. He'll get a second one with 12 seconds to go here. Time.
Now, I like Fritz. He's an aggressive player. He really explodes to the basket when he gets going.
Second free throw around, no good. Battle for the rebound. And it was taken by Janicek with 9 seconds. He goes over the floating right hand. Around, no good. Rebounded there by Sheridan with 5 seconds. Outlet to Robinson with 2. 1. Chucks up from half court on the right side. And off the backboard, no good. So we are at halftime with the score. Flagstaff 22, Coronado 18. The Napa Auto Parts halftime show coming up on the Highlands Ford Coverings High School Sports Network.
Hey basketball fans, the team at Knackered Pepsi would like to take a moment to wish a great season to the Coconino Panthers and Flagstaff Eagles high school basketball teams. With nearly 80 years of operations in northern Arizona, the team at Knackered Pepsi knows that it takes a village to make a great team, so they'd like to recognize the players, coaches, trainers, band, cheer squad, student body, teachers, parents, alumni, and all their fans and supporters. Keep grinding your way to the top this season. Let's go Eagles and Panthers.
Flagstaff parents, don't miss a shot with your children's dental care needs. For over 30 years, Northern Arizona families have entrusted Around the Mountain Pediatric Dentistry's board-certified dentists to give their children winning smiles. Call or text our offices today to get your child's next appointment scheduled. 928-779-0385. Score that hoop with your child by giving them the dental care they deserve with one of our board-certified dentists. Call or text 928-779-0385 to schedule your child's appointment.
We all save up for things, only to have what we saved up spent on things we weren't actually saving for, like tires. The team at Big O wants to help you protect your investment. That's why we offer both free tire alignment checks and realignment services. If you're experiencing...
It's the halftime show sponsored by Napa Auto Parts.
Vehicle is out of alignment, so before you get new tires, stop into your local Big O for a free alignment check. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Hello, everybody. Aaron from Napa with your daily dose of Napa know-how. With the largest parts inventory in northern Arizona, you can feel confident from fixing your car to shining up your ride that we've got you covered. And remember, with our price match guarantee, you can walk out of our stores knowing that you got the best service, the best part, and the best price possible. Napa. Family owned, locally trusted, and proud supporter of Coconino and Flagstaff High School athletics.
Welcome to the Napa Auto Parts Halftime Show. The show is sponsored by your Napa Auto Parts and Knackered Pepsi. Now for a look at the first half with stats and analysis and a preview of the second half. Let's head back to the gym. Here's Dave and Reggie.
Back here at Flagstaff High School, the Eagles lead Coronado 22-18. Quick stat recap for you. Brandon Walker leading all scorers for both teams, actually 10 points. He had 5 points in the first and 5 points in the second. Also, Messiah Robinson with 4, Richard Fregoso with 2, and Colin Hassenstab with 2 to lead the way for Coronado. For the Eagles, Max Fritsch leads the way with 7, Nick Sneezy with 5, Nick Morrow with 3, and then we have Pete Stalker, Morgan Quatsquiva, each with 2. Also, Robert Parker with 3 to lead the way for Flagstaff. So we got a final, the halftime score of 22-18 in favor of Flagstaff. Halftime score to pass along to you, of course, is Monday night. That means Monday Night Football. Cardinals and Rams from State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Tie score at halftime, 13 apiece. Kyler Murray threw an interception when they were on the 5-yard line. Hard-fought game there in the first half down there at State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Again, 13-13. The Cardinal win tonight. They clinch a playoff spot. They do that. Then a win next week against Detroit. In Detroit would clinch the NFC West. But they got to win tonight first to set that part up. So keep an eye on that just in case something fun comes out of that one. There's only one other game tonight involving a Grand Canyon Region team as the Minkus Marauders are down the valley to take on the Skyhawks of Deer Valley tonight. Minkus had a pretty decent holiday tournament. They won a couple games. They beat Winslow. Winslow, by the way, thought to be a pretty decent team, but they graduated 11 seniors off that team, so they struggled in the holiday tournament. It's going to be a long year for Winslow. But they won't be down long. It's a solid program, great coaches there. Just really, really young and really, really green for Winslow this year. But it was good to see them in play and good to catch up with my old longtime friend, 40-year voice of the Winslow Bulldogs, Lloyd Engelhardt. Came over and called a couple games, so it's always good to catch up with him and watch him work. A man in his 80s still sounding like he's in his 40s. And one of my friends called him the Northern Arizona Al McCoy, and that's about right. He's been at that long, so it's good to see Lloyd Engelhardt, the voice of the Bulldogs, come over here during that tournament. But we're past that, and Flagstaff is back in regular season action as they're up 22-18. And Reggie, thoughts of the first half?
Well, I tell you, it was one of those games. It was a tale of two quarters. Flagstaff started off very slow, then had a little bit of a burst that took the lead. But then I tell you, Coronado, got back in this ballgame, and I thought it was going to be a moment where Flagstaff kind of really extending it and increased their lead. But Coronado just hung in there. Coronado has a couple players that Walker, especially Brandon Walker, he's a big kid. He's a big body down there. He's got a really nice shot. So if they could really get him going and keep him going, they can stay in this ball game. I would still like to see Flagstaff really establish that position down low with Nick Morrow and Garcia, because they're two big bodies. I think Nick, if he really gets his back to gets Walker or one of the other guys on his back, he's got a really nice turnaround, a little baby hook shot. And I'd like to see that a little more often. If he does that a couple of times, that'll draw the defense down to him. Then he can kick it out to guys like Sneezy and Fritz and Stalker, because they can hit those three-point shots. So, yeah, what I would like to see is Flagstaff come out this second half, really turn up the defensive pressure. I think if they do that, that'll wear this Coronado team down, because obviously they don't have a whole lot of depth, and they keep shuffling in players, extend their lead, and ultimately win this ball game tonight.
22-18, Flagstaff over Coronado. Back with more than Napa Auto Parts halftime show on the Highlands 4 Covering High School Sports Network.
Sunnyside Market at 4th Street Chevron is proud to be a sponsor of high school basketball. They offer any size fountain drink for just 89 cents all day, every day. Swing in and check out the Panthers fan gear section, and students can receive 10% off with your school ID. In a hurry? Use their convenient drive-thru to get those last-minute snacks or beverages on game day. EBT is proudly accepted on all grocery items. That's Sunnyside Market at 4th Street, conveniently located on the corner of 4th Street and 6th Avenue.
Frederick Fisher Jewelers would like to wish all of Flagstaff High School basketball teams a safe and competitive season. Frederick Fisher Jewelers.
It's the halftime show sponsored by Napa Auto Parts.
unmatched. No matter what you're looking for this holiday season, Frederick Fisher Jewelers has you covered. From high-quality watches and bracelets to rings and necklaces, conveniently located in the Flagstaff Mall, Frederick Fisher Jewelers, let their family be your family's jewelers.
Years, months, hours, minutes, and seconds
today.
of training, practice, prep, and drills come
Maddie
down
told
to
you
game
so?
time, and here we are. Hi, this is Mark Harris, owner of Flagstaff Chevrolet on Route 66. On
But
behalf
now I
of my
can say
entire
yes.
team of Flagstaff Chevrolet, we cheer on our Flagstaff Eagles and Coconino Panthers. Best of luck for an unforgettable season. If you're looking for a great vehicle to safely get your students back and forth to school, or maybe one that's big enough to carry the team and equipment, to come.
Help us bring the gift of warmth to our community this holiday season. Several locations around Flagstaff are accepting new and gently used coats, gloves, hats, and other items of warm clothing. The items collected will be distributed to the Family Food Center, Sunshine Rescue Mission, and law enforcement. The goal is to collect 4,000 items, and this is a great opportunity for friends and family to come together and help with local families in need. To find more drop-off locations near you, please visit CAF.com, and you can be someone's shining star.
Yeah, Walker's got 10 points, 10 of their 18 points overall. He's obviously the guy you want touching the ball right now for Coronado. Keep feeding the man down low and let him do his work. If you're Flagstaff, I kind of want to see more of a transition offense sped up a little bit. Push. I know it's not their game normally, but drive the lane. Be physical. If you work the ball down low to Garcia and Morrow a little bit more, forget about the outside shooting. He's not working for the most part. If you have the shot, take it. I want to see more work down low. I want to see more of a physical presence down low. I want to see more of a like I said, that transition game going inside and crashing down low. Wear this team out and get out of here with a big win. But right now, it's not big. It's a 4-point lead against Coronado. Flagstaff needs to put some distance between them and the Dons here in the second half. We're going to take another quick timeout. When we come back action next, as Flagstaff leads Coronado 22-18. You've been listening to the Napa Auto Parts Halftime Show on the Highlands Ford Coverings High School Sports Network.
This has been the Napa Auto Parts Halftime Show on the Highlands Floor Coverings High School Sports Network. The show has been brought to you by Napa Auto Parts and Knackered Pepsi. Stay tuned. Second half action is next on Calf Country 93.5 and AM 930 and streaming online at calflegends.com.
As the holiday sin is upon us and the hustle and bustle begins, all of us here at the Light Company would like to stop and take a moment to express our gratitude to all of our amazing customers.
This year has been a blessed journey for all of us here at the Light Company. We have made so many new friends, brought new things to the store, and of course, shared lots and lots of laughter. In this season of thankfulness, our hearts are full.
So from everyone here at the Light Company family, we wish you a holiday season filled with love, peace, and happiness. Have a Merry Christmas.
Hello from Napa with your daily dose of Napa know-how. With the largest parts inventory in northern Arizona, you can feel confident from fixing your car to shining up your ride that we've got you covered. And remember, with our price match guarantee, you can walk out of our stores knowing that you got the best service, the best part, and the best price possible. Napa. Family owned, locally trusted, and proud supporter of Coconino and Flagstaff High School athletics.
Hey, basketball fans, the team at Knackered Pepsi would like to take a moment to wish a great season to the Coconino Flagstaff Eagles high school basketball teams. With nearly 80 years of operations in northern Arizona, the team at Knackered Pepsi knows that it takes a village to make a great team, so they'd like to recognize the players, coaches, trainers, band, cheer squad, student body, teachers, parents, alumni, and all their fans and supporters. Keep grinding your way to the top this season. Let's go Eagles and Panthers.
Back here at Flagstaff High School, we're just underway in the third quarter as Robert Parker actually starts in the game in the second half for the Eagles, and shot there by Max Rich goes no good. Rebounds there by Brandon Walker of the Dons. Here comes Coronado the other way. 22-18, Eagles lead here at the beginning of the third quarter. There's Fregoso as he falls down, goes right between the legs of Messiah Robinson and out of bounds, and turnover back to the Eagles.
Well, turnovers will kill you. I'll tell you, Coronado doesn't want to turn the ball over like that. They've got to be under better control. Fregoso, he gets a little bit fast for himself, and that's why he's losing control of the ball.
Nick Morrow gets the pass inside, goes up strong with his 5th point of the game. Bigs up 24-18. More of that. I want to feed Nick Morrow. I want to feed the big guys down low from Flagstaff. Asa stop inside to Sheridan, knocked out of bounds by Morrow, but it goes off Sheridan and Eagles ball. So 2 early turnovers here for Coronado. Max Fritsch comes it up, brings it up on the third, on the left side, far side, on top to Nick Morrow. Over there to Stalker. Pete Stalker on the right side. Now looks, he's going to drive the baseline. Stops just outside the free throw line and hits a shot. That is Pete Stalker's 4th point of the game. 26-18 as the Eagles are on a quick 4-0 run to start the quarter. The Dons trying a hard time getting the ball across the line, but finally do, as Robinson has the ball on the right side, guarded by Quatsquiva. Robinson trips up, turns the ball over. Here comes Fritsch. He's got Parker with him, but inside to Morrow, up strong and good. 4 quick points by Nick Morrow. Quick timeout by Coronado. We'll take a timeout as well as the Flagstaff Eagles on a 6-0 run. Back with more next on the Highlands 4 Coverings High School Sports Network.
This is KAFF Flag.
Help us bring the gift of warmth to our community this holiday season. Several locations around Flagstaff are accepting new and gently used coats, gloves, hats, and other items of warm clothing. The items collected will be distributed to the Family Food Center, Sunshine Rescue Mission, and law enforcement. The goal is to collect 4,000 items, and this is a great opportunity for friends and family to come together and help local families in need. To find more drop-off locations near you, please visit CAF.com, and you can be someone's shining star.
Coconino Panthers, we encourage you to keep on aiming for the best in all that you do. For more info, visit us at oxendaleautogroup.com.
Back here at Flagstaff High School, Dave Zorn and Reggie Eckerson with you. 28-18, Flagstaff over Coronado. 6:25 to go here in the third quarter as Flagstaff starts the third quarter on a 6-0 run. 4 of those points scored by Big Nick down low. Big Nick Morrow.
Yeah, it was good to get them started early, get that ball down low. And again, they establish that, and that'll open up the outside shots. Coronado, they've got to get more secure with the ball. They can't just turn the ball over. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers, and a couple of quick baskets by Flagstaff. That's not going to do it for Coronado, but it's going to be a good recipe for a Flagstaff win.
Full court press by Flagstaff and almost picked off, and it is. Fritsch gets the turnover up strong, no good. Rebounded there by Robert Parker. He brings it back out. Feeds Fritsch on the left side. He'll drive. Goes up strong, and he's fouled before on the drive. Foul is on number 5. That is Colin Haas's stop. That's his first team foul. And Flagstaff will inbound it underneath the hoop. There's a dish inside to Nick Morrow. Gets the shot and the foul. They go to the free throw line to try to complete the play as it fouls on Brody Sheridan. That's his second team foul. Big Nick with 9 points, and he's going to go for the and 1 free throw here to make it 10.
Yeah,
possibly.
Nick got that big body in there and got position inside on Sheridan. Sheridan tried to come over his back and
Morrow, he airballs a free throw. He says, my hands were wet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my hands are wet.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, the student section's kind of giving him a little bit of grief over there, and he's just smiling. And it was slick. It slipped.
Yeah.
Slipped off my hands. Inbound to Brandon Walker. To Fregoso. Fregoso gets across the time stripe. Met right there by Robert Parker. Fregoso drives, gets off to Sheridan. Sheridan with a shot around, no good. Rebounded underneath by Robert Parker, and he's going to be fouled. No, he's out of bounds. Off of Coronado, and it's going to be the Eagles' ball. There's the inbound to Max Fritsch. He's going to bring the ball up the court. 30-18. Eagles with 5:54 to go in the quarter. And so far, Coronado held scoreless. Fritsch over to Robert Parker. Parker inside to Nick Morrow. Morrow getting held down low there by Sheridan. Muscles around, goes up right-hand side. Good! And he's fouled again. And 1 coming up again for Nick Morrow. That is his 11th point. 8 point in the quarter.
Yep, that's what we've been wanting to see.
Yeah. Foul is on number 40. It's Brody Sheridan again. That's his second. I'm feeling Nick Morrow was kind of challenged a little bit at halftime, perhaps. As Sheridan comes out and into the game for the first time is Elijah Landeros, a 6-foot senior. Nick Morrow, his second chance at an and 1 free throw here. Free throw up and good. This time he doesn't air ball, but he gets it. And the and 1. 33-18 is the Eagles are on a 11-0 run here to begin the third quarter. Knocked away. Fritsch gets the steal. Outlet to Parker. Parker goes up strong, high off the backboard, no good. Rebounding underneath, no good as Watzkriva tried to put the foot back. Here comes Asa, stop the other way. Gets it over to, bounce around like a pinball, now taken by Watzkriva. Goes up strong with the right hand around, good. Morgan Watzkriva again. Flagstaff extends their lead to 35-18, extends their run to 13-0 here in the quarter. Bumped by Stalker. It goes out of bounds off of Stalker, and it's going to be Coronado basketball. As the Dons, Daniel Aguilar going to inbound the ball right in front of us here. Aguilar looks and gets it into Fragoso. He'll cross the time strike. Nick Sneezy going to check back in the next dead ball. There's over to Aguilar. Now to Walker. Walker dishes it out to Fragoso. Fragoso back inside to Walker. Walker against Morrow, who'll take a step. And Morrow swats it away. Here comes Fritsch the other way for the Eagles. Max Fritsch goes up strong around the hoop. No good. Tried to rebound by Morrow, but it's knocked out of his hands. Out of bounds. Still Eagle basketball with 4:39 to go in the quarter. As Nick Sneezy will check back in here for the Eagles, and he's going to replace Robert Parker. Did a valid job. Good hustle by him here to start the quarter. 35-18. Flagstaff, the Eagles on a 13-0 run. Here's a drive by Sneezy. He's going to be fouled there by Aguilar. That's going to be the fourth team foul for Coronado.
Tell you, Flagstaff's establishing that down low, getting Morrow really involved in this opening quarter of the second half, and it's really, really paying off.
Inside to Morrow. Morrow kicks out to Sneezy. Over to Stalker on the right side. Stalker drives the baseline. Floater, right hand, good. Beats Stalker. 6 points for Stalker, 37-18, and now it's a 15-0 run for Flagstaff. Fragoso over to Laneros, and this gets knocked out of his hands, and it is Flagstaff basketball. Hustle, hustle, hustle is the name of the game here in the third quarter for Flagstaff. Back in the game for the Dons is Messiah Robinson. He's going to replace Elijah Landeros.
Defensive pressure, that's what's doing it. Flagstaff has turned up the heat, and they've really forced Coronado into a number of turnovers already in this second half.
Sneezy across the line, met by Fragoso. Over to Watzkriva, inside to Fritsch. Fritsch goes up strong. No good. Rebounded by Morrow. Up and around. Good. Nick Morrow. Man, he had himself quite a quarter. 11 points in the quarter. 14 points overall for Big Nick. 39-18 Flagstaff.
Yeah,
17-0 run.
No one's putting body on him, so he's just crashing the boards. And no one's boxing out. They're all just standing around looking and waiting for someone else to come down with it.
Fragoso gets it knocked out of his hands, but taken up by Aguilar. Aguilar over to Walker. Walker swings it on the right side. That's Asa stop. Back to Walker for three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Max Fritsch. Here comes the Eagles the other way. 3:23 to go. Eagles up 39-18. Over to Sneezy. Sneezy fakes the three. Steps over. Three on the right side. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded there by Walker. Don's the other way. Still looking for their first points here in the quarter. Fragoso brings it across the time strike. Fragoso over to Aguilar. Unloaded down in the corner to Walker. Walker dribbles over to the side. Over to Aguilar for three. Off the front of the rim. No good. Battle for the rebound. Taken by Sneezy. Sneezy outlets it to Fritsch. Fritsch all by himself. Goes up. Tries a dunk. And it goes in. Not the best looking dunk in the world, but it's helpful. Max Fritsch scores 9 points. And now Eagles on a 19-0 run here in the quarter. Taken away by Sneezy. Sneezy drives. He's got the numbers. He'll drive. Dishes off. Watzkriva for three. On the right side, Watzkriva good for three. Timeout Coronado. We'll keep it right here with 2:24 to go in the quarter. The Eagles are up 44-18 now on a 22-0 run in the third quarter.
Oh, yeah. They really come out this second half really establishing their dominance. I think now you can also see Coronado's now getting a little bit tired. Their legs aren't moving. They're not as fresh. They're not moving as quickly to the ball, and they're very sloppy with everything. So, fatigue is starting to set in. That's why Flagstaff's going to continue to put that type of pressure on them and really, blow this game wide open like they have been.
Folks, we want to thank our sponsors this year for high school basketball here on the Highlands Floor Coverings High School Sports Network. Highlands Floor Coverings, Big O Tires, Napa Auto Parts, Light Company, Round the Mountain Pediatric Dentistry, Sunnyside Market on 4th Street, Frederick Fisher Jewelers, Findlay Honda, Flagstaff Chevrolet, Oxendale Auto Group, Old Route 66 Chevron, Nackard Pepsi, and Crumble Cookie of Flagstaff, all on board for basketball this season here on the Highlands Floor Coverings High School Sports Network. Heard on Calf Country, 93.5 at AM 930, also online at calflegends.com. And tonight, streaming video on our YouTube channel, Great Circle Media TV. You can watch it right now. Just log on to YouTube and do a search for Great Circle Media TV, and you can catch the stream. And our primary chief photographer tonight, none other than the freshman extraordinaire at Coconino High School, one Ethan Zorn tonight at manning the cameras. And Bubba Gander, by the way, manning the whatever this is, the technical director, I guess, something like that. He's got the computer. He's doing everything that I don't know how to do. So anyway, back underway. Here's Hassestav, goes on the left side, double team there. Over to Robinson. He'll drive, goes up with a strong right hand around, no good. Battle for the rebound. Walker gets it for Coronado. He'll bring it back out. Now it's taken away by Parker. Now it's taken back away by Aguilar, up with the right hand, no good. That is Fragasso, and it's 2 points, first 2 points of the quarter for Coronado. Man, you got to have a feeling that maybe Flagstaff wanted to go for the shutout of the quarter. They were playing that defense kind of like they wanted that maybe a little bit. Here's Robert Parker swings it around. Fritsch on the right side for three. Up the back of the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's taken there by Messiah Robinson. Robinson over to Aguilar. Aguilar on the left side. Aguilar bounce pass inside. Stripped away by Nick Morrow. Nick Morrow now passes over to Max Fritsch, but attempted to be stolen away there by Aguilar, but Aguilar draws the foul there, and that's going to be his second. Good hustle there by Aguilar.
Yeah.
Just got a little bit too handsy and got called for the foul.
Yeah, very good hustle. What they've got to realize is defense is played with your feet, more with your feet than your hands. If you get your feet going and get in your right position, then those hands will be able to kind of be in the passing lanes.
Nick Morrow dips it inside to Nick Sneezy. He's going to be fouled. Fouls on number 13 for Coronado. That is Messiah Robinson. That's going to be his second. As Nick Sneezy will go to the free throw line for seeing that was on the shot, I guess. So 2 free throws here for Nick Sneezy. As we know, Sneezy takes forever here at the free throw line. First free throw up, good. But, hey, whatever works. In for the first time for Coronado is Jalen Patterson. He's a 6'2 sophomore, swingman for the Dons. And he played the JV game, too, absolutely. Yeah, one of the JV guys got called up here. Played a lot in the JV game, actually. Sneezy with his second free throw coming up. Hits both. He's got 7 points for the Eagles, 46-20 with 1:09 to go in the third quarter. Hasenstaub over to Patterson. Patterson fadeaway jumper, no good. Doesn't even hit rim. Rebound there by Sneezy. Here comes the Eagles the other way. Nick Sneezy bringing the ball down the court on the left side. Tries to go inside to Quatsquiva. Back out to Sneezy for three on the left side. Good. Sneezy for threezy for the second time of the game, and he's got 10. 49-20 Eagles with 43 seconds to play. Hasenstaub, three-pointer on the left side. Good. Colin Hasenstaub with 5 points. And 5 points for the quarter for the Dons. 49-23, 31 seconds to go, and Sneezy pulls back, and the Eagles are going to play for the last shot here in the quarter. Sneezy, he'll drive, goes up, left hand, good. Nice drive there by Nick Sneezy. He's got 12 points for the Eagles, 51-23. The Dons now pressured. Bounce pass inside, gets to Hasenstaub with 10 seconds. Hasenstaub gets it knocked up in the air, taken there by Quatsquiva with 5. You have to get the ball down the court. 4, 3. Fritsch has got to shoot it. Does on the right side. Shot. Oh, no good. Well, we're at the end of the third quarter of play with the score. Flagstaff 51, Coronado 23. Back with fourth quarter next on the Highlands Floor Coverings High School Sports Network.
As the holiday season is upon us and the hustle and bustle begins, all of us here at the Light Company would like to stop and take a moment to express our gratitude to all of our amazing customers.
This year has been a blessed journey for all of us here at the Light Company. We have made so many new friends, brought new things to the store, and of course, shared lots and lots of laughter. In this season of thankfulness, our hearts are full.
So from everyone here at the Light Company family, we wish you a holiday season filled with love, peace, and happiness. Have a Merry Christmas.
Hi, it's Jacob Lundy, General Manager of Finley Honda Flagstaff. And on behalf of the Finley family and our entire team, we want to wish a season of great success to the Flagstaff Eagles and Coconino Panthers. The next time you're in the market for a new or pre-owned vehicle and want a big city deal with a small town feel, reach out to us at Finley Honda Flagstaff. Keep your vehicle purchased local, and it benefits great programs like this. For more information, visit us in the Flagstaff near the Flagstaff Mall or online at flaghonda.com. Go Eagles! Go Panthers!
Back here at Flagstaff High School, as the Eagles outscored the Dons 29-5 in the third quarter as they lead 51-23 as we start the fourth quarter here. Nick Morrow leads the way now for the Eagles with 14 points, 11 of which came there in the third quarter alone. Nick Sneezy with 12 for Flagstaff. Still Brandon Walker with 10 points for Coronado, but I don't think he even put up one shot in the third quarter for Coronado. As the Dons will get the ball here to start the quarter, and hasn't stopped. Gets the ball, swings it back after from Robinson, but Sneezy steals it. He'll go up in the left-hander around and good. So Nick Sneezy, 14 points as it's 53-23. Now we'll see if the 30-point running clock rule is in effect here in this game. Asa stop. Over to Robinson. Robinson's going to be fouled. And yeah, we are in running clock territory now, so we may not get another timeout here since we're in running clock. We'll just have to wait and see. Cody Smith ready to check back in here for the Eagles once he's waved in here. So Cody's going to come in, and he's going to replace Nick Sneezy. I think we've probably seen the end of Nick tonight. Nick leaves with 14 points here for the Eagles. Big game by Nick, and he had 7 points there in the third quarter.
Yeah, Nick was steady. He's a solid player. He takes advantage of what he's given. He can take it to the hole, but he also has a really nice jump shot.
Pass inside to Patterson, knocked away there by Quatsquiva. And Morgan, I think, is going to be called for the foul here. Yep. Got a little bit too much skin there on the block. That's going to be Morgan's third personal, as Jalen Patterson is going to go to the free throw line to shoot two. As now, even though it's a free throw, the clock remains running. Richard Garcia comes back in the lineup for Nick Morrow, as probably we've seen the end of Big Nick tonight. Nick leads the game with 14 points.
Solid game for Nick tonight.
Especially that third. He started feeding the beast there down low in the third quarter, and that's what took care of it.
He started really going to the boards too, and he, kept balls alive. He got second shots. That was a good. That's what we've been looking for, and he finally kind of did it. So we hope they can continue to do that throughout the rest of the season.
Ben Janicek comes back in and replaces Morgan Quatsquiva. And by the way, these substitutions have milked a minute off the clock. Wait, let's do substitutions here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, clock's still running.
The rest of them, man. Heck.
While Coronado's coach is like, we just wasted a minute and a half. Now the referees are talking. That's going to take more time off the clock since we got a referees meeting. I think they're going to put more time on the clock is what's going to happen here. We put 30 seconds back on the clock, so instead of 5:32 to go, we're going to have 6:02 to play. So running, I think the referees are trying to figure out what the running clock things are. So, yeah, interesting there. But once it hits running clock, it doesn't come out of running clock. So even though it goes to actually it's a 29-point lead now, it's still going to be in running clock mode. At least that's what I understood during the Pepsi tournament. We had that happen a couple times. And once it hits 30 and goes in the running clock, there's no coming out of it. So I think we'll wait and see here.
But we'll see in a second.
So I guess they're going. I think they're going to run the free throws here with. Let's see here. Okay, so we're not going to have running clock during the free throws. Free throw up, no good. This is the second one. Gets the first one, though. And you hear that noise? That means one thing. Colin Doucette's about to come into the game. Along with Gage Betts, two former football players here at Flag High. Max Fritsch goes into Janicek. Janicek, double team, gets it stripped away from Patterson. And Patterson now is going to be taken away by Garcia, who's going to go up strong with the right hand, no good. Batted around, and taken by Walker with the rebound. 5:32 to go. Flagstaff up 53-24. Fregoso bringing the ball up the court. He's going to drive, dishes off there to Robinson. Robinson makes a move, goes up with a jumper, no good. Battle for the rebound, taken by Garcia for Flagstaff. Here comes Robert Parker. Parker over to Fritsch. Fritsch for three, no good, off the back of the rim, and goes out of bounds. Coronado ball, and here comes the football players. Colin Doucette, Gage Betts, and Jake Weidinger all in the game for Flagstaff. Coming out is Fritsch, Garcia, and Parker. So we've got 3 of the 5 guys in the lineup are former Flagstaff High School football players. Well, Jake's coming back. He's a junior. Floating right hand, no good by Fregoso. Gets his own rebound. Pops it out to man on the wing. Rebounded by Fregoso again. The smallest guy on the court's got like 6 rebounds. And he goes up the shot. Good. I'll tell you what, even though he's only got like 6 points, he's been a pretty good, scrappy little point guard for Coronado. Yeah.
Very scrappy.
Cody Smith brings the ball up the court. 4:23 to counting. Flagstaff has a solid leader, 53-26, thanks to a dominant third quarter. Gets the ball knocked out of his hands, and here comes Fregoso the other way. Over to Hassenstop. Oh, this is over to Walker. Walker will drive on Janicek. He'll go up strong. Muscles it, no good. Janicek gets the rebound, and Coronado wants a foul there, and not going to get it. Cody Smith over to Weidinger. Weidinger on top to Janicek. Ben Janicek will drive. Tries to dish it off to Doucette, gets it knocked out of his hands, and into the hands of Patterson. He's going to go up strong with the right hand around, no good. Rebounded by Robinson, goes up no good, but he's going to be fouled. Messiah Robinson will go to the free throw line for a pair of free throws. Foul's going to be on number 5. That's Gage Betts. That's going to be his first.
Well, Coronado's still hustling. They're still running, trying to get up and down the court. You know, I think, again, fatigue has set in a little bit, so they're a little bit sloppy. They're not able to control the ball, and therefore missing a lot of shots and continuing to turn the ball over.
First free throw, round no good. In the lineup for the first time for Coronado, number 10, Justin Wetzel. I don't know if he's related to the Wetzels that are here in Flagstaff. Could be, I guess. 5'8" junior guard. Maybe not. I don't know. Second free throw off the front of the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound taken by Gage Betts. Here comes the Eagles the other way. 2:54 to go. No look pass to Colin Doucette. Doucette over to Smith. Smith drives. Goes up with the left hand around, no good. Rebounded underneath by Weidinger. Battle for the rebound again. Taken away by Betts. Took it right off the hands. Three-pointer by Gage Betts, no good. Battle for the rebound underneath. Walker gets it. 2:38 to go. 53-26 Flagstaff. Fregoso comes up the court. He'll drive. Tries to pass. Gets met by a host of Eagles, but he'll turn around and jumper. No good. Rebounded by Gage Betts. Betts will bring it up the other way. 2:23 to go. Weidinger doesn't see the ball. Goes off his leg and into the hands of Wetzel. Wetzel drive. Goes into Patterson. Patterson turn around jumper. Around no good. Rebounded by Smith again, and here comes Cody Smith the other way. Leads the break. 2:03 to go as Flagstaff's got this game in, Sal McCoy would say, in the old deep freeze. Weidinger drives, goes up strong with the right hand around, no good. Rebounded by Janicek underneath, goes up and good. Ben Janicek. Man who had pink eye during the holiday tournament. Missed the game, I think, but came back. Heavy dose of antibiotics got him back eventually, but yeah, a little bit of pink eye during the holiday tournament.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that's a real hustler and scrapper himself, and he really gets good production whenever he does get time.
Taken by Betts again. I think it's his third steal in a matter of a couple minutes here. It's dish to Cody Smith. He gets it knocked away. Here comes the outlet to Patterson. It's too far. Goes out of bounds with 1:25 to go. Well, here comes Garcia back in the lineup. He's going to replace Ben Janicek. Fans, stay with us at the postgame show, the Crumble Cookie of Flagstaff postgame show. We'll talk to Nick Walton and get his thoughts on the game and the outlook into 2022 with the Flagstaff Eagles. Something we need to work on. Smith, the ball on the top. 1 minute to go. Over to Cody, Colin Doucette. Long three. Nowhere near the hoop, but gets a rebound underneath his Whitinger over to Cody Smith. He goes up with the basket. First points of the game for Cody there, 57-26.
Good look by Whitinger to get that rebound and then get that ball to Cody Smith. It was a good play by his part.
Fregoso. Drive, dishes over to Wetzel. Wetzel will drive. Goes up strong with the right hand. Around, no good. Rebounded by Garcia. 35 seconds to play, and let's see if we get another shot here by Flagstaff. I'm guessing probably not here. Cody Smith. Well, then again, the scrubs are in. You never know. Gage Betts over to Colin Doucette. Doucette inside to Garcia. Garcia turns with the right hand. Good. Richard Garcia had a great holiday tournament for Flagstaff. Gets his first 2 points of the game. 59-26. Eagles with 14 seconds to go and counting. Fregoso loses the ball, but gathered up by Walker. Walker with 7 seconds, 6 seconds, 5. Takes the drive. Tries to go between two towers, up and around, and no good. Rebounded by Garcia, and that's it. Final score. Flagstaff beats Coronado 59-26. The Crumble Cookie of Flagstaff postgame show coming up next on the Highlands Ford Coverings High School Sports Network.
Old Route 66 Chevron at Railroad Springs is serving all your favorite breakfast and lunch items with Hot Stuff Foods. Enjoy a variety of breakfast sandwiches and delicious burritos along with all of the sides. Pizza, wings, burgers, chicken sandwiches, and more. Hungry? Get what you want at Old Route 66 Chevron. Open 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Old Route 66 Chevron is a proud sponsor of high school sports on this station. Hungry? Thirsty? Stop by Old Route 66 Chevron.
Flagstaff parents, don't miss a shot with your children's dental care needs. For over 30 years, Northern Arizona families have entrusted Around the Mountain Pediatric Dentistry's board-certified dentists to give their children.
It's the Crumble Cookie of Flagstaff postgame show.
928-779-035. Score that hoop with your child by giving them the dental care they deserve. Certified dentists. Call or text 928-779-0385 to schedule your child's appointment.
We all save up for things, only to have what we saved up spent on things we weren't actually saving for, like tires. The team at Big O wants to help you protect your
Too lazy to get a headset.
That's why we offer both free tire alignment checks and realignment
No,
services.
not until I turn you up. We can hear you though.
Offset steering wheel.
Hey Dave, there is no bed to bring you back in.
Your vehicle is out of alignment.
So I'm just going to give you a countdown after the last commercial.
Okay. I don't know why I didn't put one in, but okay.
Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in Flagstaff in the Aspen Place at Sawmill, offering fresh baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup through the Crumble app or website. Have an event or special occasion coming up? Crumble Gifting and Catering has you covered. Check out their gourmet menu with over 120 flavors rotating weekly. The team at Crumble Cookies of Flagstaff would like to wish a great season to Flagstaff and Coconino High.
It's the Crumble Cookie of Flagstaff postgame show.
Back here at Flagstaff High School, Dave Zorn and Reggie Eckelson with the Crumble Cookie of Flagstaff post-game show, and we're joined here courtside by Coach Nick Walton. Nick, big third quarter led to the win, but kind of a post-tournament kind of funk there in the first half. What's your thoughts of that?
Yeah, I think we, I think we're still trying to get back to that MPA game where we shot the lights out. I thought we settled too much from the outside. I thought our defensive intensity is what carried us through that game. It was pretty first from the second half, put a little press on them, and we're able to capitalize on turnovers.
Was your thought at halftime to probably go more inside the Nick like you guys did and just have him kind of work down low and then get those hard shots?
Yeah, we just reminded him that, we couldn't settle. So, in our offense, we still had to work through him. We knew that they were bringing doubles and triples. So Nick does a good job of seeing the floor when he gets doubled, and we just wanted to play out of that.
I tell you, the defensive pressure that you turned up really made a big difference, and I think that helped get them a little bit tired, and I think that's when everything extended. What do you tell the guys when you see that a team's getting tired? How, is it let's go for blood? What do you tell them?
Yeah, and for lack of better words, that's what it is. I mean, we knew that, for 32 minutes, if we could keep that intensity up, that pressure up, elevation is our advantage. And so, we're going to try and do that when teams come up here to 7,000 feet and keep the pressure on them. And and you could tell we mixed it up. Instead of picking up full court man, we threw a little a zone press on them, and we were able to capitalize on some bad passes and just continue to push the ball up the floor.
They had 18 points in the first half, 11 in the quarter. Had 10 points from Brandon Walker, who's really they're obviously their best player. Got good size, good player down low. But they only scored 8 points the rest of the way. And again, defensive pressure, you kind of wanted to tire them out, and that's exactly what happened, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just happy for our guys. That Pepsi tournament was a little rough. We had some injuries, some guys that weren't here, and so but they were able to work their way out of it, and we kind of got back to playing our style of basketball. And man, when you hold a team to 35, 40 points, what was the final score?
26.
26. I mean, you're gonna be in most games if you can hold the team to 26.
Right. So I don't have your schedule. I don't think you have any more games until the end of the year, right? You're on a holiday break now, or so. What happens now? You get 3 weeks off. Obviously, you're probably going to still practice, get conditioning going on, just keeping that up, and then you got a stretch at the beginning of the year where you get a lot of region games, a lot of games, right off the bat. So, what's your philosophy going into the break, and how you come out of it as strong as you can?
Yeah, I mean, we're lucky we have this break because we're pretty banged up. So we're going to use it to our advantage. Got finals this week. We want the guys to take care of their assignments in the classroom. If they can't get it done with finals, we might be in trouble after the break. So that's our focus right now. Let the guys take care of their finals. We'll get after it during the couple of weeks. We're going to do some team bonding stuff, just try and build that camaraderie up as we go down the second half of the season. And, a lot of skill development, a lot of just drills and conditioning stuff that to keep us going once we pick back up. I think next one's Deer Valley here, so that's not going to be an easy task by any means.
Yeah, Mingus has them tonight down the valley, actually. So, hey, congratulations. You got a 4-1 start as far as the record that counts, 2-0 in the region. You can't be too upset about that, obviously. And congratulations on a good start. Enjoy the holidays, get some rest, and we'll catch you in 2022.
Absolutely.
Get healthy. Get them healthy.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys being here. Thanks, and happy holidays to all you guys. We appreciate it.
Coach.
Thanks, Rob. Nick Welton, the head coach of the Flagstaff Eagles, with us, joining us here on the postgame show, and we'll take a timeout. Back to wrap things up next on the Crumble Cookie of Flagstaff postgame show on the Highlands Ford Coverings High School Sports Network.
With Pergo Extreme.
Help us bring the gift of warmth to our community this holiday season. Several locations around Flagstaff are accepting new and gently used coats, gloves, hats, and other items of warm clothing. The items collected will be distributed to the Family Food Center, Sunshine Rescue Mission, and law enforcement. The goal is to collect 4,000 items, and this is a great opportunity for friends and family to come together and help with local families in need. To find more drop-off locations near you, please visit CAF.com, and you can be someone's shining star.
Dose of Napa know-how. With the largest parts inventory in northern Arizona, you can feel confident from fixing your car to shining up your ride that we've got you covered. And remember, with our price match guarantee, you can walk out of our stores knowing that you got the best service, the best part, and the best price possible. Napa. Family owned, locally trusted, and proud supporter of Coconino and Flagstaff High School athletics.
Crumble Cookies, the nation's fastest growing cookie company, is here in Flagstaff in the Aspen Place at Sawmill, offering fresh baked cookies for carryout, delivery, or curbside pickup through the
It's the Crumble Cookie of Flagstaff.
Enough, Crumble Gifting and Catering has you covered. Check out their gourmet menu with over 120 flavors rotating weekly. The team at Crumble Cookies of Flagstaff would like to wish a great season to Flagstaff and Coconino High School basketball squads, coaches, and supporters. Stop by Crumble Cookies of Flagstaff.
Back here at Flagstaff High School as we wrap up tonight's game as Flagstaff beats Coronado 59-26. Some of the stats at Vassalonia leading the way for Coronado was Brandon Walker. Impressive first half by him. Impressive player, actually. 10 points to lead the way for the Coronado Dons. Colin Hassenstop with 5. Then we have Richard Fregoso with 6. Jalen Patterson with 1. That's the scoring. Well, actually, excuse me. Colin Hassenstop had... Yeah, with 5. Excuse me. I somehow got confused with my own handwriting. So that's the scoring for Coronado. For the Flagstaff Eagles, it was Nick Morrow and Nick Sneezy, both with 14 points tonight. It was Max Fritsch with 9. Then Pete Stalker with 6. And then we had Ben Janicek with 2. Richard Garcia with 2. Also Morgan Quatsquiva with 7. And Robert Parker with 3 leading the way for Flagstaff. The Coronado Dons got onto a 7-0 run to start the game. Since that 7-0 run, they scored 19 points the rest of the game. That's doing a job on defense for sure. After that 7-0 run, Flagstaff went on an 11-0 run in the first quarter with an 11-7 lead. The first half ended with a 22-18 lead as Coronado still was kind of sniffing around a little bit. But then the third quarter came as Flagstaff went on a 22-0 run. A lot of those points came from the hands of Nick Morrow. Before that run came before even Coronado scored a basket. By the time they did, this was pretty much put away as far as the game goes, as the scrubs came in the fourth quarter, and the game ended with a 59-26 win for the Flagstaff Eagles. Flagstaff goes to 4-1 overall, still 2-0 in the Grand Canyon region. Coronado falls to 1-4 on the season. Your take on this game? Again, a slow start. I think, like Coach Walton said, he had a few guys banged up. I think there was a lot of a funk there in the Pepsi tournament, especially the last 3 games they played. Just wasn't the best 3 games of basketball Flagstaff's played all year. Kind of a layover from that, but once that second half go, they kind of found their game. They kind of found their confidence. Of course, Big Nick took over, and it was all she wrote from that point on.
Yeah, it took them a little while to get going, but once they did, they turned up the defensive pressure, and I think that's the key. And, anytime a team is kind of not as energetic, you really start turning up defense, and that defense always translates into offense, and that's what you saw tonight. You saw a lot of turnovers, especially early in the second half, well, most of the game, but in the second half, especially that third quarter. Coronado, 4 or 5 possessions, and they turned the ball over each time. And Flagstaff capitalized on each. Establishing the big man, Nick Morrow down low, was a big key. And if they can continue to do that throughout the rest of the season, they can be pretty tough, because with Nick down there, you've got great outside shooters. You've got guys that can penetrate. But if he can establish, inside that paint and then get Garcia to come in there, give them a blow here and there, it's going to be a good basketball team.
Well, that ends our 2021 portion of our season. We're going to take about 3 weeks off, spend time with the families and get the holidays taken care of, and the students are going to take care of finals and get some rest and relaxation. And we'll come back with you on January 3rd is our next game. We'll be over Coconino. It seems like we haven't been there all year, almost. We'll be at Coconino as Winter Husky, thank you, I forgot her last name, who was on the all-tournament team in the Pepsi tournament, leading the Coconino Panthers. They won the Consolation Tournament Championship in the Pepsi tournament over last weekend. And they got a big task in front of them as they will welcome into Coconino, I call them the program. That's all it is. And that's Seton Catholic, winners of numerous state championships. Coach Kay Yao with Seton Catholic has really been the high watermark for girls basketball in the state of Arizona. So they'll come up and take on Coconino. That'll be January 3rd. And then we'll be right back at Coconino the next night as we'll take our first look of the new and improved boys team. I say that because when we saw them in Tempe, they're kind of all over the place. And, Coach Moran was kind of worried about his team. But, man, did they have a nice run in the Pepsi tournament and really kind of found themselves really playing some good basketball, through that tournament. And they'll get the Matadors, the Shadow Mountain, not the Matadors we remember from Mike Bibby's coaching days there, but former Arizona State Sun Devil Curtis Millage is now taking over that program. They got a lot of height, a lot of athleticism, so it should be a pretty good ball game. That'll be January 4th over there at Coconino. So Coconino back-to-back nights, January 3rd, as the girls Panthers take on Seton Catholic, and the next night as the boys Panthers will take on Shadow Mountain. That's our next 2 games in 2022 coming up as we take some time off from the high school basketball schedule and enjoy get some recharge, and then we're in for the long haul through the region season and then into the state playoffs to see where everything goes. And like we always do, we'll follow either the boys or girls teams as they make their way through the state playoffs. And we figure we got four chances to get to a title game. Well, maybe we'll figure that out and actually get a call one this year at the end of the road. But we'll have to wait and see. I think Flagstaff's girls team is going to make a nice run, and Coconino's boys team can figure it out and then stay right where they were in the Pepsi tournament. They can make some noise in the 4A tournament as well. So we'll have to wait and see. Yeah. So far, before we go, Reggie, your thoughts on the season so far? What do you think?
Well, I tell you, it's turning out. It's going to be a pretty good season. I think both teams. Coconino, I'm really anxious to see him. I knew Coach Moran after that thumping they took at Prescott. He's that type of coach that he'll turn the program around. He'll find those guys that really have the heart. He'll make sure that they put out a good product. And so they're going to be pretty good the rest of the year. If Flagstaff, like I said, if they can establish Nick Morrow down there, kick it out to these guys, Flagstaff can do pretty well also. So I can't wait until those two teams meet each other. You know how that always is. So that's what I'm really excited for, looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to Christmas and New Year's and spending some time with, with family and then getting back here with you, partner.
All right. It's funny that they avoided each other in the holiday tournament, too. It's like it seemed like they were kind of aiming for each other. And they kind of split off. And Coconino was a runner-up for that title. They lost to Paradise Honors in the title game. And one thing, before we let you go, Mike Moran, the coach at Coconino, told me after they lost it by 30 in Prescott, after that, the first practice back, he pulled a Bobby Knight on them. And what he did is like, you know what? Nothing I'm telling you is working. What do you guys want to do? And he said, you guys, let's just run whatever you guys want. What you want to, just play res ball up back and forth, no defense? All right, let's give it a shot. And he walked out of the gym. So he had his assistant take over. And by the time about a few minutes came by, a couple of leaders of the team came over and said, sorry, coach, we got you. From that point on, he got the team's attention. Yep. And look what happened in the Pepsi. They made a nice run and really gave one of the best teams in 4A a run for their money in the title game. So I think we're going to see a new Coconino basketball team. And if Flagstaff could play just like they did in the second half of this game, watch out. Because they can get Nick Morrow, motivated and, again, kick it out to the shooters and they hit those shots. This is a completely different Flagstaff team. So we'll see what happens after the holidays and who steps up and who makes a run. It's going to be exciting.
Looking forward to it. Let's get it.
For everybody here at Flagstaff High School, we thank for their hospitality, especially during the Pepsi tournament. They did a great job during the Pepsi tournament. It was so much fun being here, watching a ton of basketball for 3 days. And I thank them, obviously, for what they do for us here as far as coverage of high school sports. We have to thank Flagstaff Unified School District as well. Don't forget tomorrow night's games with Coconino. Coconino boys team is not going to go to Greenway. Greenway's girls team is not coming up here to play. It was canceled due to the incoming snowstorm here in Flagstaff to keep everybody safe. So there's no games tomorrow involving Coconino athletics and Coconino basketball. For my partner Reggie Eccleston, for the superstar Paige Daniels back in the studio, keeping us on board. For Bubba Ganter running the TV side on the Great Circle Media TV. For my boy running the camera, Ethan, tonight did a great job. I am Dave Zorn. Again, the final score here from Flagstaff High School. Flagstaff Eagles finished 2021 with a 59-26 win over the Coronado Dons. And we'll see you in 2022 on the Highlands Fort County High School Sports Network. Good night, everybody.
You've been watching Flagstaff Eagle basketball, brought to you by Great Circle Media TV in association with Sifo Productions.